to the editing gods that it all cuts together. This year, in the categories of Best Paranormal Documentary Film Feature and Best Paranormal Documentary Film Short, hundreds of films were submitted from around the world. Those submissions were narrowed down to the top 3 finalists in their categories. One film in each will take home the Parapod Award, be offered a non-exclusive distribution contract to air their content on the Parapod TV Roku channel, and the winner of the feature category will also receive a complimentary 1-year subscription to Writer Duet Film. Alright, and the finalists for Best Paranormal Documentary Short are... Clickety-click. It's the first year, guys. There it is. All right. Afterlife, directed by Ben Goldman. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much. Okay, I was reaching for that. Close Encounters Interview with Preston Dennett, directed by Matt Schwartz, USA. The how am I going to say this? Conspiratologist, directed by Stephen Bradford and Justin J. Jones, USA. And the winner is... Thank you. Thank you for that support. The Conspiratologist, directed by Stephen Bradford and Justin J. Jones.
Thank you, everyone. I just say the film was great. Norio is a very colorful and interesting guy. I'm not sure if you all have seen it. The only thing I ask of you is an older gentleman. He's on Facebook. Just reach out to him, communicate with him, let him know that you've seen his film, you enjoyed it, and I think that will mean the world to him. Thank you.
And the finalists for Best Paranormal Documentary Feature are Contemplation on the Psychedelic Experience, directed by Julian Austin Palmer, Australia. Accidental Truth, UFO Revelations, directed by Ron James, USA. And Black Knight Satellite, Beyond the Signal, directed by Melissa Tidal. And the winner is... Accidental Truth, UFO Revelations, directed by Ron James, USA. And in addition to the Custom Parapod Award, Mr. James will be taking home a complimentary 1-year license to Writer Duet Pro, the industry standard software used by over 1 million screenwriters. Come on up!
Accidental Truth has won like 11 awards and it's not out yet, but this is the one I really wanted. In 2009, I was hired, my production company was hired to videotape a UFO conference. And at the end of the conference, I was blown away because I realized that we're dealing with the biggest deception ever laid out before mankind. And I decided then, 15 years ago or more, that I wanted to try and do something about it. In the course of the video productions that my company's put out, we've done several films and TV shows about the UFO phenomenon. But Accidental Truth to me represents the core of everything that is investigative journalism. It represents the core of what it takes to have the nerve to confront these guys, to poke the tiger in the eye, and to be able to reveal a truth to the public that after watching this film, there's no room left for doubt as to the fact that there's a non-human intelligence engaging us and that the government has been involved in the cover-up from the beginning. And so yeah, I'm really proud to put this film out, and it's gonna come out April 18th on the digital platforms. And if I never make another UFO film again, I think that I've done my duty with Accidental Truth, and I hope you guys enjoy it.
As a podcaster myself, I know there can seem to be very little recognition for our work, especially for the podcasters covering paranormal topics. Mainstream media is still shy to take this genre and its subject matter seriously. Perhaps that is why there were so many submissions for the Parapod Awards, that they had to do 2 rounds of judging to narrow it down to the finalists we honor this evening. Tonight, we are honoring paranormal podcasters in 5 categories: Best Ghost Podcast, Best UFO Podcast, Best True Crime Podcast, Best Spiritual/Psychic Podcast, and Podcast Host of the Year. In the category of Best UFO Podcast, the nominees are Strange Darkness Radio, UFO Chronicles Podcast, Paranormal Almanac. And the winner is UFO Chronicles Podcast, hosted by Nick Hunter. Nick is unable to be with us this evening, but he prepared a few words via video.
Hello everyone, how are you all? I'm Nick Hunter, the host of the UFO Chronicles podcast. I hope you're all having a wonderful time at this year's Parapod Festival. I know Tony and his team have worked very hard to make this first of its kind festival dedicated to the celebration of all things paranormal. So well done, guys. Unfortunately, I can't be with you to accept this award due to a house move, but I am honoured and very humbled to accept this award for Best UFO Podcast. In the short 4 years the podcast has been around, I have dedicated this show to give a platform to everyone to share their first-hand witness encounters with the strange and unexplained. And I don't look at this show as just being entertainment, but more of a digital campfire of people sharing their accounts in a ridicule-free environment that is both liberating to our guests as well as helping those coming to terms and dealing with the strange events in their lives. So really, without our guests and amazing listeners from all around the planet, this podcast would not be possible. So this award is for them. A big thank you to my wife Nikki for her support and patience with my extremely long working hours I spend in the studio. An enormous salute to all the other nominees, each of whom have made incredible contributions to the subject. Enjoy the rest of the festival, folks. I will join you there next year. And remember, keep watching the skies.
And the nominees in the category of Best True Crime Podcast are Holly Weird Paranormal, Heart Starts Pounding, Ghost Town. And the winner is Heart Starts Pounding, hosted by Caitlin Moore.
Yeah, I just want to say thanks to Tony and everyone that put this whole festival on. This has been so cool. I'm so inspired for different episodes for my podcast. And I feel like podcasting is really, really hard to break out in. So everyone that's been nominated has accomplished like something huge. So thank you so much. This is great. Thank you.
Good. In the category of Best Ghost Podcast, the nominees are Ghost Town, Mega Strange, The Haunted Happy Hour Show. And the winner is Ghost Town, hosted by Jason Horton and Rebecca Lee.
Podcasting isn't all private jets, money, diamonds, and celebrities. Sometimes it's just about winning an award. We want to thank Tony for having us. It's great. It's amazing. The private jets are okay. We took one here, but it's a small one, so low carbon footprint. So don't let the media know that we, you know what I mean.
We only took one here. We're not pushing a bus back.
This has been really, really cool, and it's cool, getting introduced to new stuff. And if you want, I guess, a little advice for next year, if you want to win Best Ghost Podcast, put Ghost in the title, and you'll have a pretty decent shot. Thank you very much.
Fantastic. All right, so the nominees for Best Spiritual Psychic Podcast are The Witching Hour, The Colby Rebel Show, Paranormal Almanac, and the winner is The Colby Rebel Show, hosted by Colby Rebel.
I'm a little shorter. Thank you. I'm really taken. I'm really taken aback by this award. I put a lot of heart and effort into this podcast, and I always felt like, could I be doing more? Does it need more? What's not enough? But I feel like it helps people and it creates healing, and that is what inspires me. And in all honesty, I couldn't have ever done it, as most of you know, if I didn't have Tony in my pocket. And I'll tell you a quick story and then I'll get out of here. But back in the day, I started this podcast, I think like 10 years ago, something crazy. And I was working with Tony, and Tony was like, Colby, you should do it weekly. Let me help you do it weekly, and let me make it manageable for you. And we did that. And I'm so grateful to you. I really wasn't expecting this, and there's a lot of people we could thank. All of the teachers, all of the loved ones that I've had a privilege and opportunity to connect to, all of the amazing professionals that I've had an opportunity to interview. But all of us here tonight, we are light workers. Each and every one of us. If you are here in this room, you are a light worker. And your capacity is your crown. And just allow yourself to serve and continue to serve for the good, for the light, maybe some of you for the dark. No judgment, I'm just saying. But through our work and through our service, we educate, we help others, and thank you. I just, thank you. And a Tiffany fancy box, everyone. A beautiful box. Every girl likes a box, so I'm gonna take it.
In the category of podcast host or hosts of the year, the nominees are Jason Horton and Rebecca Lieb, Ghost Town; Derek Acosta and Johnny Weiss, Vegas Strange; Kaylin Moore, Heart Starts Pounding; And the winner of Host of the Year is Kaylin Moore.
Thank you. I only have one speech prepared, but this started as a podcast that I just made in my closet, and it's still a podcast I make in my closet, but now it's an award-winning podcast I make in my closet. Well, yeah, that's all you need. Yeah, again, thank you so much. This is amazing. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Here we go, the podcast of the year. Who's ready? Thank you. In the category of podcast of the year, the nominees are Heart Starts Pounding, Ghost Town, Mega Strange, and the winner is Heart Starts Pounding, hosted by Kaylin Moore.
Unreal, a hat trick in podcasting. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much to Matt, my boyfriend, who's my boyfriend and kind of the director of operations for the podcast and kind of my assistant. It takes truly a team to do this, and a lot of us just do this on our own. So, yeah, I can't believe it. Wow, thank you so much.
All right, thank you all for allowing me to share in this fantastic night of celebration of all things paranormal and the content creators working in this genre. Congratulations to all the nominees and winners. And now, Jimmy, I'll give you back the podium, and I will take the script away if you don't want to.
So, what we did, the social media interns for Tony's Truth Be Told radio podcast began an audience poll, and they did this on Instagram. And they started asking people to share their favorite paranormal shows, their hosts, their favorite people, and of course from current television networks as well. And so from these top 3 in each category, and this came from you, this came from the audience, we polled those audiences and we gave everybody the chance to suggest their favorites, to vote on their favorites, and these became what we're about to do next, the Parapod Poll Awards. And so, I'm going to get straight to it. And so this category was UFO program. It was kind of like a movie, just the best program, the best idea out there. And the nominees are A Tear in the Sky, Caroline Corey. Caroline, where are you at? Right there, Caroline, she's amazing. Ancient Aliens, of course. And another one of my favorite shows, you know, they're all my favorites. You know, as far as programming goes, I steal all of my material. I do, I steal it. And Caroline's film, A Tear in the Sky, I've stolen everything from that film and called it my own. And the same thing with Ancient Aliens. Ancient Alien theorists say. Yeah, I steal all that stuff. And then, of course, we have Truth Declassified, one of my favorite shows. And the winner is Ancient Aliens. Moving on. The nominees for the Best Nonfiction Ghost Series are Ghost Adventures. Is that Zach Bagans show? Is that Ghost Adventures? I'm addicted to that, man. Every time they do the binge, right? And they do the end, you know what I'm talking about? They run that for like 3 days. No sleep, coffee. Destination Fear. Let's hear it. Destination Fear. This is my favorite show right now. I'm just going to say it. I'm going to call it Kindred Spirits. And the winner is, and these have been on Funk and Wagnall's porch in a mayonnaise jar for the last 2 weeks, and I just got them. They still smell of mayonnaise. And the winner is Kindred Spirits. Next up, the nominees for Best Cryptid Investigation Series. Here we go. The Unexplained. The Unexplained. Is that Bill Shatner? Is that Bill Shatner? That's Bill Shatner. Mountain Monsters. Let's go, Mountain Monsters. Destination Truth. Wow, really? And the winner is, by audience applause level, Destination Truth. Neil, next up, the nominees for Best TV Psychic Medium are Chip Coffey, Tyler Henry, Patty Negri. And the winner is Patty Negri. Come on up here, young lady. Hey, Patty, the award's up here.
I don't think I've ever been speechless in my entire life, ever, or it's been many, many decades. Oh my God, I am so honored. I'm looking at Chip Coffey. I can't win against Chip Coffey. Tyler Henry, oh my God, he's a kid. I can't, oh my God. Thank you, I am blown away. I have one thing to say. I guess witchcraft works. No, just kidding, no witchcraft done on them. I am honored. I put everything into my work, and all my work is just for the love of people living and dead. And I'm honored to do it. And I can't say much how much I love Tony, how many years I've known him, and the passion, you guys see the passion he has put into this, and I'm honored to be a part of it. And again, this is about as close to speechless as I have ever been. So thank you all. My God.
And the nominees in the category of Best Paranormal Host Star. Oh, well, we already know. That's my fault. Thank you, Tony. But I'm going to say this. The names on this list are extraordinary. And one of them, of course, is here with us tonight, one of my good friends, and I love this guy to death. And Ben Hansen is right there. Ben's absolutely amazing, and when we needed Ben's help on the show, and I talked to Tony, I called up Ben, and he said, I'm there, man. I'm here for the community. He's been here with us all weekend. Ben, you're the best, man. Ben Hansen. Zach Bagans. Zach Bagans is nominated as well, and remember, this is the audience poll awards. So to have Ben, to have Zach, and of course Giorgio Tsoukalos, who is the winner this year, we know that. And I've got the acceptance letter, which I'm not going to read. I will go ahead and accept the award on Giorgio's behalf. He is in production right now with Ancient Aliens. This year's recipient has become one of the genre's most popular personalities who has created a global media brand. I am talking about Forbidden Knowledge, including their own award celebration, which I'm going to host in July. Please welcome and congratulating best-selling author, producer, Mr. Billy Carson to this stage, the recipient of this year's Parapod Pioneer Award. Billy Carson.
Thank you, Tony. I appreciate this. Thank you for having the Parapod Festival and giving me a chance to be honored with this great award. And I also want to thank my fiancée, Elizabeth, who has really helped me out so much with the great knowledge. I'll be telling you right now, it wouldn't be where it is now without her. And she's done such an amazing job behind the scenes, running the operations, channeling it, hiring teams of people to go to work. I used to try to do everything myself. And I realized I'm limited that way. And she said, you know what, we gotta build teams. And she put together the whole thing. So thank you, Elizabeth, this is for you.
At last but never least, the Parapod Legend Award. This year, we are honoring an Emmy, a Peabody Award-winning journalist who has dedicated over 40 years of her career for us, covering UFOs, disclosure topics, science, the ongoing research into cattle mutilations. Of course, we know she is the editor and the host of Earth Files and earthfiles.com. She has been a contributor to Ancient Aliens for 15 seasons. Please join me, the one and only, let's congratulate Linda Moulton Howe, the recipient of the Media Legend Award.
I really do appreciate the collaboration that we feel as an audience and as people investigating in a subject that the governments of the world have never wanted us to take seriously. And finally, as reality is classified as it is now, in this year, in this century, you guys give me hope that we're going to continue to evolve, finally, to cracking open the truth that we deserve 45,000 years ago. We're not alone in this universe. We are not the only intelligent life. And to have been kept in that kind of box for all these centuries is abuse. And finally, it is time for the United States to truly be a nation of, by, and for. I love you guys.
Stay right there. Linda, stay right there. Stay right there. I'll use this. You just go and be mobile. I want you to enjoy this moment for a second. And I want to announce to everybody here that going forward, this is the first annual Parapod Awards. Next year will be the second annual. And next year, this award will be called the Linda Moulton Howe Award.